Thank you for joining me here. I've got another one of Lu Miaoyi's games here. This time she's playing against somebody that I have no picture of, this Konstantin Andreev of Italy. He is a candidate master born in 2007, so approximately 3 years older than Lu Miaoyi. Lu Miaoyi born in 2010, and she is now rated at 2399, so her rating has gone up more than 200 points since this game. But let's go ahead and get right into the game. Lu Miaoyi playing the black pieces and Konstantin playing white. Konstantin plays pawn to e4 here. We have pawn c5 by Lu Miaoyi, and now knight to f3. This is the Sicilian defense. We have the classical variation with knight to c6 here by Lu Miaoyi, pawn to d4, and now pawn captures d4, or c captures d4 by Lu Miaoyi. Knight captures d4 by white, and now knight to f6 by Lu Miaoyi. We now have knight to c3 by white, and now pawn to d6 by Lu Miaoyi. These are all book moves, been played many, many times. In fact, this exact variation has happened over 46,000 times in top level play. Let's continue. The Italian master plays bishop to g5 here, and now Lu Miaoyi plays bishop to d7. White now plays queen to d2, and now Lu Miaoyi plays rook to c8. White now plays pawn to f4, and we are still in complete book openings. This exact move happening more than 260 times in previous master games. Lu Miaoyi plays pawn to h6 here, looking to kick the bishop. Better might have been pawn to e5, but this is just a slight inaccuracy. It doesn't change the position that much, so we'll go ahead and continue. We have bishop captures on f6, which is the best way to play for white. And now we have g captures f6 by Lu Miaoyi. Castles long by white, and now Lu Miaoyi captures the knight on d4, so knight captures knight on d4. White goes ahead and captures back with the queen, and now we have queen to a5 by Lu Miaoyi. This is the best possible move in the position. King to b1 by white, and now Lu Miaoyi moves her queen once again, this time to c5. We have queen back to d2 here by white. It would have been better instead to move the queen to d3, and we'll take a quick look at that variation now. So white should have played queen to d3. Best for black then will be pawn to f5. White should go ahead and capture on f5 with e captures f5. Queen captures f5 would be best for black. And now queen back to d4 would be best for white. Rook now to g8, best for black. And then the queen should go ahead and pick up the a7 pawn. And now bishop to c6, best for black. Rook then to g1 would be best play for white. And now queen captures on f4 would be best for black. Bishop now to b5 would be the best way for white to go. And then black should go ahead and capture that bishop on b5 with their bishop. And now knight captures bishop on b5, best for white. Queen now to e4 would be best for black. And now rook lifts to d2 would be best for white. And this would be a better position for white than what they were going to accomplish on the chessboard in the actual game. But let's go ahead and go back to that actual game now. So white plays queen back to d2, and we continue. Lu Miaoyi plays pawn to f5 now, saying that bishop to g7 was a better move here, although the difference is not huge, so we'll go ahead and continue. We now have pawn captures f5 by white, and Lu Miaoyi plays bishop captures f5 now. And now we have bishop to b5 with check. Lu Miaoyi moves her king to d8 here, and now bishop back to d3 played by white. It would have been better to move the bishop back to a4, but this is only a slight inaccuracy, so we'll go ahead and continue with what actually happened on the board. We have bishop to g4 by Miaoyi, best possible move, and the candidate master from Italy responds with the best possible move as well, just bishop to e2. Miaoyi moves her bishop back to e6, being called an inaccuracy. d7 would have been a better square, but we'll go ahead and continue. Knight now to b5 by white, and Miaoyi plays bishop to g7 here. We have pawn to c3, best way to go, a great move for white to play here. And now Miaoyi goes ahead and plays bishop to d7, as suggested being a better move earlier, but now a3 would have been a better way, or now a6, I should say, would be a better move to play here. Knight now to d4 by white. And again, just saying that knight to a3 would be a better move. This being an inaccuracy, this move, knight to d4. We'll continue. Pawn to b5 by Miaoyi. This being called a mistake. Instead, she should have taken the knight. And we'll go ahead and take a look at that variation now. So Miaoyi should have captured the knight on d4. Queen captures d4 would be best for white. Queen captures d4. Taking the queen would be best for black. Rook captures queen on d4, best for white. And now pawn to h4. Bishop now to f3 would be best for white. And now the black should go ahead and put their bishop on c6. Bishop captures c6, best for white. Rook captures c6, best for black. And this would have been a better way to play than the way that Miaoyi played in the actual game. But let's go ahead and go back to that actual game now. Miaoyi plays pawn to b4, and we continue. Knight now to b3, attacking Miaoyi's queen. She moves her queen to b6, best spot for that queen. And now we have rook h to e1 by white. Miaoyi plays pawn to a5 here. And now we have bishop to f3 once again by white. Pawn now to a4 by Miaoyi, looking to kick the knight. The engine saying just repositioning the bishop to f6 would have been a stronger way to play, but we'll continue. Knight now to d4 by white. And Miaoyi blunders here, playing pawn to b4. Best would have been just to go ahead and take the knight here once again. So Miaoyi should have taken the knight on d4. White should go ahead and play pawn captures on d4. And, well, it's a pretty short variation, but that would have been a better way to go. Isolated pawn here, and, this opens the file for the rook. So this would have been a stronger way for Miaoyi to play than what she should have seen on the chessboard, although it does work out just fine for her in the actual game, which we will go back to right now. So Miaoyi plays pawn to b4. This is a blunder. White should have been able to get back into this game. And let's actually take a look at why this is a blunder. So in order to punish Miaoyi for this blunder, white should play queen to e3 here. Best move for black would be king to c7. Pawn now captures on b4 by white. Miaoyi should move her pawn to d5 here. Bishop captures d5 would be best for white. Queen now to b8 would be best for black. And it looks more like black is in trouble here. In fact, it's saying that white is up by 3 points in this position, as Miaoyi has no protection around her king. And yeah, things are looking pretty scary there. Luckily for Miaoyi, this is not what happened on the chessboard. So let's go ahead and go back to what actually happened in the game. So Miaoyi blunders, playing pawn to b4, and white does find the best possible move in the position. As we saw, queen to e3. Miaoyi does move her king to c7, and now we do see pawn captures on b4. Miaoyi captures the pawn on b4, which was a mistake in the position. She should have instead played, as we saw, pawn to d3, and we already kind of saw that variation, so we won't continue with that. White now plays rook to c1, which was a blunder. Instead, pawn to a3 should have been played here. And we'll go ahead and take a look at that variation now. So white should have played pawn to a3 here. Miaoyi's best move, once again, would be to capture the knight on d4 with her bishop. We would have rook captures bishop by white. Queen now back to c5, but rook to c1 now wins black's queen. And this would have been a better way for white to play than what actually happens on the chessboard. But let's go back to that actual game now. So white blunders by playing rook to c1, and we continue. Miaoyi plays king to b8 here, and now we have queen to e4, best move for white. Miaoyi now plays the brilliant move bishop to f5 here. We have queen captures f5 by white, and now Miaoyi does finally capture that bishop on d4, threatening checkmate on b2. So white goes ahead and plays pawn to b3 here, and this is actually a blunder. Rook captures rook would have been a better way to play here, and white would have had some drawing chances. Let's go ahead and take a look at that variation now. So instead, white should have played rook captures on c8. Black should play rook captures c8, and then we would have rook up to e2, defending against mate. And yeah, there is chances that this should be a draw. This position should have worked out to be a draw had he played rook captures c8. Luckily for Miaoyi, he did not. And let's go back to see what actually did happen in the game. So instead, the Italian master plays pawn to b3 here, a blunder. And we continue. Miaoyi plays the best move, just pawn captures on b3. We have pawn to a3, and now Miaoyi plays the brilliant move, rook to c2. We have rook captures c2 by white, best possible move, and now pawn captures c2 by Miaoyi, best possible move. King captures c2 now by white, and now Miaoyi plays queen to b2 check. King now to d3, the king is on a run, and Miaoyi plays rook to c8 here. We have queen over to a5 by white, and the engine actually saying the best thing to do in the position was actually just to go ahead and capture the rook here. So it was a mistake to try to keep the queen on the board. So this game, pretty much hopeless. The trouble with this move is there's a forced mate in 8. Miaoyi now plays the best possible move, just rook to c3 here. We have king now to e4 by white, and Miaoyi now plays queen to c2. And it is in this position on move 36 that the Italian candidate master does resign the game. There is a mate in 4, so it does make sense that he resigns this game. Let's go ahead and take a look at that mate in 4 real quick, though. If you take the bishop, then queen d3 is just going to be checkmate. So best is actually to play king to d5 here. Queen to a2 check is best here. Now king back to e4, best for white. Queen now to e6 check. And now white should play queen to e5. Now f5 check for black. Now finally king takes d4. And now queen c4 would be checkmate. So, yep, there it is. It does make sense that this candidate master from Italy did resign the game, as there was a checkmate that I'm pretty sure he knew Miaoyi saw. Anyway, thank you for joining me for that. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, as I will be covering all of Miaoyi's games, as well as the Tata Steel. I'm covering all the games that were decisive in the 2023 Tata Steel, which is going on right now through the 29th of this month. So yeah, if you're interested in chess, please do join me. Please also let me know if there's somebody that I should cover. Is there some master out there that's not getting enough attention that you think I should cover? Please let me know. All right, take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.